Hello and welcome to battle number 11 in the Grand Summer Tournament. This time we will be watching AceBit here fielding the French face off against Emperor Constantine the 13th, who appears to be playing Scotland. That's a first for this series of replays. Most people have been playing the French, the Holy Roman Empire, or like Venice, or one of the Spanish or Portuguese factions. But I have yet to see anyone field Scotland, so that should be an interesting match here. Looks like the French have brought to the field a forest of Swiss pikemen here. And a sizable force of knights. Deploys his pikemen on his flanks there. Positions some heavy infantry there. He has positioned his men as horsemen to either flank here. It's a pretty common battle formation. It's interesting, this rain and fog. Oh, he's playing the Russians. Tsar's Guard. Emperor Constantine the 13th is spread his men out to prepare for the incoming French assault. The French move forward very slowly, as you can see, maintaining both their flank guards and their lines and whatnot. It has exposed them to quite a bit of heavy fire from the crossbow militia. I don't think he's too concerned though. He's got a good amount of very heavy infantry, as well as this clever line here. These three bands of quite strong cavalry, and then pikemen backing them up. Notice how he's moved his pikemen out here too to counter this huge line of heavy cavalry. They're almost like the cataphractoi of Byzantium. The charge. The dismounted dvor. A lot of those eastern factions, Russia and Byzantium, have archers that serve just as well as heavy infantry. At least defensively. I believe the French have that as well in the form of the Scottish Guard, or I forget their technical term. Oh, he fell for that trap right there. That's brutal. Loses most of his horsemen right in the initial charge. Ouch. That is an effective strategy. Oh, and here comes the pikemen coming in to counter the Tsar's guard here. The core Russian line is still standing pretty strong, it looks like, but they are rapidly losing the flanks here. I guess those Tsar's guard, with their intimidating masks, can die just like the rest. Here you can see Emperor Constantine the 13th brings some Drazina around to try to rout these guys here, hitting them on the flank with heavy infantry. Does look like the Volgaire here were not able to stand up to the Russian heavy infantry, so therefore they are broken. However, given the French success on the flanks, it's a question of whether AceBit is truly concerned about the ill fate of his central line. As you can see here, the Russians have now completely lost their left flank. They have troops, so they still have like a left flank, technically speaking. But as far as cavalry counters go, look at that. Knights Hospitaller, Noble Knights, several strong groups. Here come the Drazina, a little late into the back of this guy here. But then it's going to get countered with these Noble Knights here. And indeed those Volgaire for a very brutal counterattack. Swiss pikemen pinning down the crossbowmen and the Devore on that side. And look at that. That entire flank has been cut apart by AceBit's combination of heavy cavalry and pikemen. Russian line still holds pretty strong here for now, but he's got consistent amounts of extra men come pouring in on his flanks. As you can see, these bunched up men are also pretty high prey for those crossbowmen, on-touch crossbowmen really, to speak of, that the French are fielding out there. Oh, and here they come. Charge into the rear. Ouch. Here's another group, Knights Templar this time. Come pouring into the backs of these crossbow militia. Russia's still got a good number of troops standing, despite France's overwhelming cavalry strength arrayed against them. Up there's the rout. Several units are just surrounded and fighting to the death. And then there's those guys. And very quickly, the strong Russian line just falls. They fought well. Huge mistake running these cavalry right into that pikeman line, though. I think I've seen AceBit use that quite effectively in other situations, and it was quite as effective as it always has been in that one. So thank you for watching Battle 11, and be sure to check back later for more videos from the Grand Summer Tournament. Have a nice day.